Hello, good morning. Hello? Good morning. Can you hear me? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Attention families, we're going to get started in about 8 minutes, so please find your seats. For housekeeping purposes, there are containers of bottled water on both sides of the tent. So please take care of making sure you're hydrated this morning. We got pretty hot in the tent yesterday afternoon. We do have a professional photographer that will be taking pictures of your child, so no need to rush the stage when they're getting their diploma. We've got this handled for you. Again, we'll get started in about 8 more minutes. Thank you.
sir.
Valedictorian, Ben.
Hi, I'm Joel Mangum.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Ben's heading to UPenn next year. This is Isabel.
Hi, I'm Joel Mangum. Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, I ask that you remain standing as I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming Tori Knighton to the podium to give our invocation, which was written this year by our very own Ellen Ewell.
Let us pray. Our loving Creator, we thank you for this moment in time. As these graduates prepare to walk across the stage, marking an end and a beginning, we join together in community to celebrate them before they take flight. May we be filled with gratitude for all that we have been given, for all that we have learned from one another, for the friendships we have formed along the way, and for the time we have shared. As these young people embark on the next leg of their journey, we ask that you be there to guide them. Help them remember the Miller values, the mind, hands, and heart. For the mind, may they continue to find joy in discovery and use their knowledge and insight to inspire and uplift others. For the hands, may they use them to carve their own path with purpose, passion, and perseverance. And for the heart, may they nurture the kindness, compassion, and integrity within themselves and share it generously with others. May their hearts be full and their futures be bright. Let us give thanks. Let us rejoice. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Knighton. Please be seated. I now welcome to the podium the chair of the Miller School Board of Trustees, Mr. Joel Mangum.
Good morning. Is this working? Yes, good. Well, as chair of the Miller School, I get to come to a lot of graduations, and every time I come, I just love it. Love seeing everybody, love seeing the graduates. It's an honor and a privilege. The Miller School has an ethos of being like family. It gets expressed in the idea that no student falls through the cracks. Teachers and staff strive to reach each and every student where they're at, and every student is supported to find their own strengths and chart their own journey. The Board of Trustees is part of that family, even though you may not see quite as much of us. But we're part of the family. There's 15 board members. We meet regularly to work on issues such as managing the assets of the school and helping Mike with charting the future of the school in a very dynamic world with all of its challenges and opportunities. My two boys went to the Miller School many years ago, and now I've served on the board for 12 years. I can hardly believe it myself. And for the last 4 years, I've been chair. It has been one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences I've ever had. I'm very proud to be part of this family and proud to call the trustees of the board of the trustees of Miller School my friends and colleagues. And if you could stand, I'd like a moment of appreciation for the Board of Trustees. Thank you very much. Class of 2024, the Board of Trustees congratulate you today on this great accomplishment in your lives. We also want to remind you that as newly minted graduates, you pass from being students to being alumni. You're still part of the family. You'll always remain part of Miller School. You'll be amazed at how much a return visit warms a teacher's heart. Please come back. We're proud of you. We'll keep the light on for you. Thank you.
Parents, grandparents, friends, family, esteemed Miller School faculty and staff, Board of Trustees, and the class of 2024. Welcome to the Miller School of Albemarle's 146th Commencement exercises. Now, my job this morning is to provide a welcome to everybody and then offer some encouraging words of wisdom to the graduating class. The welcome, I think, is done. So here we go on the words of wisdom for you guys. While I was looking for inspiration of what to say today, I came across a news article about the famous Sotheby's auction house in New York City, which had just auctioned off a Picasso painting for $139 million. That caught my attention, $139 million for one painting. My thoughts on this shifted from that great amount of money achieved for the auction to how it all began. Because it all began with a blank canvas. That's how all masterpieces begin, with a blank canvas. And then slowly the artist covers that canvas with brushstrokes until the canvas is full and rich and vibrant and alive and interesting. And in the case of this particular Picasso painting, a masterpiece worth millions of dollars. The same thing is true with our lives. When we are born, our life is like a blank canvas. Then slowly, over time, we fill our canvases with brushstrokes. Those are called experiences. Your first words, your first steps, your relationships with your parents and your siblings and friends, neighbors, first time you climb a tree, first day of school, all of your successes and all of your missteps and disappointments are like brushstrokes on a canvas. They make you who you are. Some are good experiences, others not so much. But each day brings with it new opportunities to fill up your canvas. Your time here at Miller has provided you with many brushstrokes. For example, performing at Spring Honors, taking an interesting elective and finding your passion, working on the farm. These are brushstrokes. A championship season, coming oh so close to a championship season. Beating the Blue Ridge School several times in 1 year. Those are major brushstrokes. We might have to edit that out. Shakespeare recited and performed on a stage, an awesome project with Design Build, building and floating a concrete canoe, brushstrokes. Performing in the musical, performing at open mic night, college acceptances, college rejections, senior speeches, the senior prank, brushstrokes, amazing artwork, competing in world-class competitions, and probably most importantly, building and maintaining lasting friendships and relationships, brushstrokes. And so it is with today, your graduation from Miller. This is a major brushstroke on your canvas. You are on your way to independence, to making life-changing decisions, to a new life, to new and exciting experiences. On this journey, you are assured to come across some bumps in the road. So remember, it's not just the good experiences that define your character and fill up your canvas. It's most often the setbacks and the missteps and the disappointments and how you handle those that leave the most indelible marks. To the parents out there, I know for a fact that your students are ready for all of the challenges that await them. To the class of 24, your parents and teachers are rightfully very, very proud of each and every one of you, as am I. While your canvases have become significantly more robust today, it's not over. You're not finished. Major brushstrokes await. But I will say this, as I look over here this morning, I see 55 masterpieces in the making. Thank you all for a great year. Welcome once again, everybody, to our 146th Commencement exercises. Thank you all for being here. Now, for something a little different, I am honored and pleased to welcome to the podium our valedictorian, Ben Allen, and our salutatorian, Isabel Volden.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy birthday, Clover.
As Mr. Jude said, this is Isabel, our salutatorian.
And this is Ben, the best-dressed student at Miller, and our valedictorian.
I know a joint speech like this is unconventional, but as Isabel and I thought about what we should write for our speeches, we found that Miller School taught us similar lessons and that our stories are most meaningful together. And maybe this can even kick off a new Miller tradition. Before we get started, though, we would like to take some time to recognize everyone who has helped us on our graduation journey.
Thank you to all of the teachers who gave us such nice grades. Just kidding. Thank you for all the teachers who have given us incredible guidance throughout our years at Miller. Thank you to the administrators and staff who have enhanced our high school experience. The maintenance team who keep our campus looking beautiful every day. Our generous alumni, and the families and friends who have kept us going. And of course, we would like to recognize the entire graduating class of 2024 who did not get the rare opportunity to speak here today. Graduations tend to skip over students' accomplishments that are unrelated to school. So for all of the challenges you've overcome, especially the ones that only you know about, we and the entire Miller community congratulate you. Now for the actual speech. When I first paid my enrollment deposit, I was expecting to feel excited. After all, college was the next big step in my journey, and I'm heading to William & Mary, a school that is the perfect fit for me. Everyone who is serious about academics would certainly call their high school experience a success for providing them a ticket to a well-regarded university. And yet, all I could think about right after agreeing to attend college was, well, here we go again. After all, I just signed myself up for 4 more years of school. What was I thinking? All of the logical arguments for attending college seemed to fly away at that moment, to the point where I could only see my life as a never-ending staircase. And every step was simply a means to an unachievable end. Some of you, perhaps most of you, might be surprised by this reaction. She obviously puts a lot of time into her classes. Wouldn't continuing school be her absolute dream? I had the exact same thought. For the next month, I was barraged by people exclaiming how excited they were for me to attend college, an excitement that I, for some reason, couldn't quite share.
Like Isabel, I've dedicated much of my time in high school to getting into a good college. Some of you who have done the same may understand when I say that college decisions felt like the ultimate test. I thought that opening an acceptance letter to the University of Pennsylvania would make me finally feel validated, like I finally made it. Of course, it felt good, but above the happiness, I was anxious. At that moment, I had gotten into a school I could really see myself attending, and college was no longer just an idea. Now, it was reality. Although I knew I was prepared academically for Penn, an anxiety began setting in that I wouldn't belong socially there. When I got in, I expected to feel like I found my place, but here I was, worried about being isolated.
This fear of isolation, this dread of what was to come, has a lot to do with perspective and expectations. Many of you here at Miller have a particular passion, skill, or characteristic that you pour so much of your time and energy into that it becomes an integral part of your identity. It is a lens through which others see you and you see yourself. There's nothing inherently wrong with this. Embracing a particular identity can lead to fulfillment, which is why the practice is so widespread. Problems arise when you start to view this as the only path to success and happiness. When your chosen path and persona no longer provide for you, you're left in a state of despair. Who cares if you made straight A's this semester when you missed that game-winning free throw?
I have struggled with these expectations, though mine were more external than internal. I often wonder about if I belong. As a queer person, I'm always aware that I'm different from most people around me. Growing up, being different made me feel less worthy than my peers. I noticed that sometimes my classmates just saw me as the gay kid, and they expected my personality to only reflect our society's stereotypes for gay guys. Without realizing it, I began using this external expectation as the chip on my shoulder. I needed others to know that I was more than just the gay kid. I was valuable. I suppressed what society labeled as gay, and I used my performance at school, the only thing I felt truly good at, to prove my worth. Maybe if I was smart enough, kids would like me.
I also turned to academics as a way to define my identity, and this similarly suppressed other aspects of myself. Although I loved to study and learn, and this dedication took me far in life, I eventually became certain that it was the sole measurement of success for me. After all, at the time, it seemed like academics was the only worthwhile skill I had, and I was reluctant to share the other parts of myself, like my artistic side. In doing this, I ignored all of my other successes, like running a fundraiser or going over to a friend's house for the first time in 3 years. When I considered my future, I couldn't see past the academic world that awaited me in college, the side I was a little burned out from after a few crazy years of high school. I convinced myself that high school and eventually college are the defining features of my life, when in reality they aren't.
When I began 9th grade at Stewart's Draft High School, I began fixating on college placement as the final verdict on my worth. Inevitably, each class or competition was a small verdict in its own right. When I excelled, people celebrated me, but I never felt satisfied. The kids I really wanted approval from were those who just thought of me as gay, and they weren't interested in my accomplishments. Seeing my attempts to gain their validation repeatedly fail, I've come to understand there's not much I can do to change what some people think of me. This truth is hard, but I live with it. In this life, I have nothing to prove.
This past year, as I became less critical of myself, I began to try new activities that I would have previously undervalued, like music and writing. Looking back, it is not academics that surround my most fond memories, but moments when I engaged with something outside of my predominant identity, like going whitewater rafting during our class trip, eliminating 5 of my classmates in a round of senior assassin. Sorry, guys. You're great. And experiencing incredible student art and writing through my role on the Maverick Literary Magazine.
Similarly, at Miller, I've stayed dedicated to my academics, but I've also begun to nourish other parts of my identity, like piano, tennis, and poetry. And even now, I still feel anxiety about going to Penn and not fitting in because I'm gay. My queer identity is a large part of who I am, and I celebrate that weekly with the Gender Sexuality Alliance. At the same time, the school has allowed me to become more than just one person. Instead of telling me what I am, Miller let me consider what else I could be. Although I'm anxious about college, I know my identity is mine to explore. No acceptance letter or other person can validate who I am. That job is up to me.
Not only is your identity solely up to your skill set or what you traditionally place value on. Miller emphasizes this daily through our motto, minds, hands, and hearts.
By the end of your time here, you may have more questions about who you are than when you arrived. But I hope we all remember that identity, especially at our age, is fluid. Because we came to Miller, we know there is no expectation for us to be any one type of person.
Instead, Miller is a place where students have the privilege to explore any aspect of themselves. And if you start to see what life has to offer beyond what you've placed value on thus far, you cannot go astray. I, for one, am now looking forward to college and every little facet of what life has in store for me.
As we move through life, we may stumble upon versions of ourselves we want to spend the rest of our lives with. But equally likely, we will continually change, subverting expectations every day we live.
I'm sure that many of us, myself included, are happier with the people we are today than when we started high school. And if not, always remember, that it is never too late to make a positive change to your life.
To the class of 2024, I am humbled to have gone to high school with you all.
We wish you all so much joy as you continue on your life's journey.
We will carry your memory with us. When we part ways, we will be waiting to see you all again soon. Congratulations, everyone.
Great job. That's awesome. Well done. That's great. That's fantastic. Very good. No. I'm giving it to you. Hey, I jumped it. Thank you, Mr. C. The reading of the citations. I'd like to welcome Ann Beckenstein to the stage.
Good morning. Jessa Lene Hoover of Lexington, Virginia, has attended Miller for 3 years. Jessa, you are quiet, cheerful, always positive, and pursue excellence. You calmly share your goodness and share your place of solace. You have reminded me of the importance of taking time out during the day to slow down and enjoy a peaceful retreat. I recognize that you are well-read and passionate about writing. I have not had the pleasure to be your teacher, but we did work together on the yearbook. You demonstrated your many skills designing fall yearbook pages and going on photo shoots. I will never forget your gentle voice, your sweet smile, and your reassuring attitude. Your teachers report that you are diligent, genuine, not motivated by your own self-interest, resilient, and willing to work hard and show incredible determination. Lastly, they say you are exceptionally professional, sophisticated, articulate, and discerning. Wow. We wish you much success for the future and in college at the University of Virginia. Congratulations. And I'd like to invite Mary Jo Burke to the podium. Thank you.
Michael DeGennaro. Michael DeGennaro from Earlysville, Virginia, came to Miller School in his junior year. In your short time on the Hill, Michael, you have stood out, and not just because of your height. Though you are quiet, your kind demeanor shines through in your smile and the friendliness you show teachers and students alike. You have embraced all that Miller has to offer, taking challenging classes and joining the endurance team. You are passionate about building your own high-performance RC trucks, learning how to modify them and push them to their limits. We have all enjoyed seeing you drive them here on campus. You have used your experience with building and innovating to land a job at Blue Ridge Cyclery and to help with bike maintenance and repairs here on the Hill. As you head to James Madison University in the fall to embark on a major in industrial design, I wish you all the best. Keep smiling and keep doing what you love. Benjamin Isserman. Ben Isserman came to Miller School from Hickory, North Carolina for his senior year. Ben, it's not always easy to move to a new school, let alone start again as a senior in a new school. You have acclimated to life on the Hill with remarkable ease and quickly made a place for yourself in our advisory. Much of this comes from your realization that by embracing our fears, we open ourselves up to opportunities. Another source of your adaptability is your personality. You are outgoing, ask tons of questions, and don't hesitate to try something new. You are driven and focus intently on making your goals attainable. You are a man of strong opinions, quick to share your likes and dislikes. You never settle for a simple answer. You keep questioning until you attain the understanding that you seek. Keep seeking those answers, as they will help you realize your goals. As you explore your options, I wish you the best of luck next year. Remember, you will always have a home here on the Hill. Ryan Jones. Ryan Jones, a Miller lifer from Charlottesville, has spent 5 years on the Hill, though some people think you've been here even longer than that. Ryan, you've experienced a lot during your time at Miller, and just as Miller has grown and changed, so have you. Long gone are the days when you simply dropped by the lunch table to assure me that you weren't dead, or I was replying to daily emails about your academic challenges and missing work. You have become the core of our advisory group, and I will miss our lunchtime conversations, which were always filled with baseball, reminiscing about the way Miller used to be, or simply an opportunity to vent on a hard day. You have learned the importance of doing your best, even when the work is difficult, and you have kept your spirits up, even through injuries that impacted your time on the field. Ryan, you will be missed on the Hill next year. I wish you all the best as you continue your academic and baseball career at Patrick Henry Community College. Kathleen Kelly. Kathleen Kelly from Chantilly, Virginia, joined the Miller community in her junior year. Katie, you approach each day with a smile and a positive attitude, which is infectious to those around you. In our advisory, you go out of your way to make everyone feel welcome, engaging people in conversation, celebrating successes, and commiserating over setbacks. This clearly comes from your understanding of the importance of including others and stepping outside your comfort zone. Katie, you are thoughtful and have an innate ability to consider all aspects of a situation or question, traits that have led you to be a valued contributor in our classrooms. You are willing to try new things, whether that is challenging classes or extracurricular activities. In your time here, you have been integral to the success of our cross-country, swim, and track teams. Katie, I wish you all the best as you head off to Christopher Newport University in the fall. Violet Knott. Violet Knott came to Miller from Afton, Virginia in her junior year. Violet, you have not been a maverick for long, but you have certainly left your mark here. You are confident and self-assured, traits that manifest themselves in the strong opinions you share in the advisory and in the classroom, as well as in your singular sense of style. I'm thinking of the leather jacket you found on the trip to Rome last year. Violet, you understand that the words of others should not define who you are or how you see yourself. As a result, you live your life unapologetically true to who you are, yet filled with kindness and compassion for your friends and family. As you leave the Hill to travel the world and pursue your ambitions, I hope that you will continue to live a life defined by the kindness that people show you and the love you give to others. Congratulations. Li Dongshui. Li Dongshui, or Derek Lee as we know him, is a Miller lifer hailing from Shanghai, China, who began his Miller career in the 9th grade. Derek, you spent your first year at MSA joining classes via Zoom, yet this didn't stop you from making connections. You faithfully joined advisory meetings from home, asking questions and learning all you could about Miller. Despite the time difference, you shined in all your classes. Once you arrived on the Hill, you made it your home. You are a quiet young man, yet your teachers and I quickly learned that when you speak up, you will always ask the right question or add the insight that no one else has shared. You have excelled in your classes and tried out a variety of extracurricular activities, serving on the honor board, earning a membership in National Honor Society, and receiving the Old Main Cup for your work as a resident assistant in Old Main this year. I am so glad that you will be just down the road next year at the University of Virginia. Just let me know if you want to practice the good old song, Wahoo Wah. Rayut Shahar. Rayut Shahar, who originally comes from Hong Kong, arrived on the Hill in the 11th grade. Rayut, you understand the importance of community and how it can be a vehicle for not only supporting one another, but a means for understanding and valuing people's differences. In your short time here, you have made our community a better place. As a resident assistant in the dorms, you make the other girls feel welcome and help create an environment that celebrates diverse backgrounds and experiences. In the classroom, you push yourself to excel and never hesitate to speak your mind or offer an alternative perspective. As an athlete, you have not only achieved great success on the endurance team, but also excelled in cross country and even sparked the creation of a competitive swim team here at MSA. After you leave the Hill, we will long remember the contributions you have made. I wish you the best of luck at Queens College of Charlotte. Congratulations. Clover Weisgerber. Clover Weisgerber came to Miller from the picturesque town of Sperryville, Virginia, in her junior year. Clover, though your time on the Hill has been short, you have made a point to engage with the opportunities that MSA can offer, whether that is taking challenging courses or contributing to the success of our tennis and soccer teams. Your love for animals and nature shines through in the work you have done on the Miller farm. You are empathetic to those you meet, as you understand that life can be difficult, and that a small act of kindness can make a huge difference to someone else. Your smile and positive attitude brighten up every room you enter, and you are quick to share a kind word or compliment to those around you. We have been fortunate to have you here on the Hill, and we wish you all the best at Longwood University. Congratulations. Charlotte Whipke. Charlotte Whipke, a native of Springfield, Virginia, began her Miller career in 11th grade. Charlotte, you are a kind and sensitive woman, traits that are quickly apparent to anyone who meets you. You understand that how you treat others matters deeply. Your natural empathy shines through in your interactions with friends and classmates, as well as the love you have for the animals on Miller's farm. You have a passion for the culinary arts, and I'm so glad you've been able to gain experience in the field through cooking projects and sustainable agriculture here on the Hill and in your part-time jobs at home. You are a talented artist, whether creating beautiful pieces in ceramics class, making jewelry in applied engineering, or baking and decorating a gorgeous cake during Wow Week. We are all looking forward to hearing of your future successes. I wish you all the best as you head to the University of Vermont in the fall. Congratulations. And I would now like to welcome Mr. Chris Chalella to the stage.
Ben Allen. Ben Allen of Fishersville, Virginia, joined the Miller School community at the beginning of his sophomore year. The contributions that you have made in your time here reach far and wide. Ben, you've been an active scholar, artist, athlete, and friend in your time on the Hill. You have acquired accolades, but more importantly, you have grown into a person who challenges their mind to be the best it can be. Your skillful hands play romantic melodies on the piano with emotional depth and intellectual understanding. While you have studied, created, and played, you have given us the opportunity to understand a piece of your willingly vulnerable heart. Your scheduling prowess has been impressive, to say the least, and I am sure the color coding will continue to contribute to your success as you attend the University of Pennsylvania in the fall. Thank you, Ben. Jules Kaufman. Jules Kaufman of Free Union, Virginia, a Miller lifer, joined the MSA community in his freshman year. You have been perfecting your charisma ever since you set foot on this campus. You've shared the stage with peers, read good books, watched way too many movies, and through it all, you have expanded your mind, strengthened your hands, and acquired an empathetic and wandering heart. Jules, your quick wit and winning conversational expertise will serve you well as you set off on the most important period of growth in your life. You have attained and maintained close friendships that have stood the test of time. I will remember our laughter and lunch hour conversations very, very fondly. I might even quote them. You've been granted acceptance at the University of Vermont, but have decided to spend the next year preparing for success on a gap year quest. To quote one of your favorite actors, Hayden Christensen, "May the force be with you." Jessica Xu. Jessica Xu of Shanghai, China, joined the Miller School community in her sophomore year. You've been quietly learning and acquiring skills in many aspects of your high school career since your first year on the Hill. Jessica, you have been consistent in your approach to life, and your academic, artistic, and athletic endeavors have all resulted in personal growth. You still choose your words very carefully, but your mind is active and engaged. You chose to engage in coursework that allowed your hands to create and make the world more beautiful, showing us a warm and welcoming heart. You have achieved many of your goals here and have contributed to our lives as well. The University of California, Irvine is lucky to have you attending their beautiful campus this fall. Thanks, Jessica. And now I'd like to welcome Mrs. Stephanie Crosby to the platform.
Dominic Caffarillo. Dominic Nathan Caffarillo of Charlottesville, Virginia, has been a maverick for the last 2 years. Dom, your presence in the classroom and behind the plate is inspiring. You have challenged yourself every semester, taking some of the most difficult classes we offer. You have raised the bar for what it means to be a student athlete at Miller. Though you might appear tough behind all that catcher's gear and eye black, I have learned that you are actually very compassionate and care a lot about others. You go out of your way to make everyone feel welcomed and heard. You have spent countless hours of your free time tutoring in the SSC. Dominic, I have truly enjoyed our conversations the past 2 years. I am so proud to have been your advisor. I am confident that you will continue to excel at Georgetown University next year as you continue your studies and baseball career. Be sure to come back and visit us. Best of luck. Go Hoyas. Erica Leah. Erica Lane Leah of Washington, D.C., or Chatham, or Angola, has called Miller home for the last 4 years, a lifer. Erica, I have such a hard time putting into words the growth you have made in your time here. You have changed from a quiet girl on Zoom with pink eyebrows to an outgoing, full of energy, able to make anybody laugh, sometimes still with pink eyebrows, beautiful young lady. You took on a leadership role in being a resident assistant in the dorm and did an awesome job, earning you the Wayland Cup Award. You go about your day being completely yourself and not caring what others think about you. Erica, you have a one-of-a-kind personality that our advisory and this community is going to miss, leaving an impossible hole to fill. I wish you all the best as you head off to Virginia Commonwealth University in the fall. Please help me welcome Dr. Andy Eaton to the stage.
Nolan Church. Owatonna, Minnesota's favorite son. Characteristically mirrors his hometown. Unassuming, quiet, upper Midwestern, sporting historical landmarks such as the village of yesteryear, where one may peruse bygone gas pumps, see the first jewel box building, or visit one of the nation's only orphanage museums. Did you know all this? Okay. But now claimed as an extended member of several Miller families, Nolan achieved a spectacularly unsung arrival at Miller School, cycling from home to the hill, riding his bicycle outside by himself, for real. Nolan remains a true pleasure and privilege to teach in the classroom. Always thoughtful in responses and careful in your actions. Perhaps not the most forthcoming of mavericks. As a former philosophy student of mine, Nolan reminds us what Lao Tzu writes, that those who know don't talk, and those who talk don't know. Congratulations on heading to Colorado Mesa University. Go Mavs. You get to keep saying that. Get rowdy. Follow the current and make a new line. Please help me welcome Mademoiselle Inga Franco to the stage.
Good morning. Will Burnett. Will Burnett from Charlottesville, Virginia, joined Miller School as a sophomore in January 2022. Having completed German 1 and 2 at WAHS, you wanted to continue your German studies. Thus, you were placed with my advisory, where you had the opportunity to converse with 4 native speakers. You took a German independent study course under my supervision, and you excelled. In the summer of 2023, you immersed yourself in a 6-week-long German language study program in Berlin. I highly commend you for your determination and persistence. You have proven yourself to be a hard worker and dedicated scholar in all aspects of your MSA career. I'm sure it wasn't easy for you to come into an established group in the middle of the school year, but you quickly found your niche. You were a great asset to the Franco advisory, and I will sorely miss you. I wish you all the best next year as you're heading to University College in Dublin. Congratulations. Larissa Cole. Larissa Cole, a 5-year lifer, came to MSA from Wiesbaden, Germany, where I used to live for a while, in 2019. You had the privilege to grow up in a multilingual household. German, of course, Hungarian with mom, and English with dad. At Miller, you took on French, in which you completed all 4 levels with great success. Thinking back to the shy, quiet, and sometimes possibly scared 8th grade girl, I'm amazed by the self-confident woman you are today. Larissa, you're not only an outstanding scholar, but also a great artist. I am blown away by your musical and artistic talents. Your outstanding performances at Spring Honors moved me to tears. Remember that I told you to audition for The Voice? I was serious. In your senior speech, you talked about the challenges you were faced with in your young life and how you were able to turn these experiences into a positive mindset. While missing you greatly, I want to congratulate you on your acceptance to Virginia Tech. Good luck and best wishes next year. Ashford Reyes. Ashford Brian Reyes from Crusade, Virginia, is a 4-year lifer. We met in the summer of 2020 during COVID quarantine, Zooming twice a week for private German lessons. You wanted to perfect your conversational skills, and I was elated to have someone to talk to in my native tongue during the long hours of isolation. Thank you for that. I'm delighted that you continued your study of German with great success during your time on the Hill. Ashford, you have shown incredible growth from the 9th grade boy not sure how to fit in to the young man who's ready to take on the world. I have enjoyed your dry sense of humor, your openness of not being afraid to say what you think, your crazy ideas, like skydiving as an advisory trip. Not gonna happen. I am both proud and saddened to see you graduate today. As you head out into the world, take it slow, stop and smell the roses. And above all, keep on dreaming big. Best of luck to you as you head to Hampton-Sydney College. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite Al Hansen to the stage.
Sam Malnight from Charlottesville, Virginia, came to Miller as a freshman in the fall of 2020. Sam, during your time here, you've made great friends, taken advantage of what the school has to offer, maybe spent a few too many hours on your phone during the early years, and you've spent a lot of time in the shop creating things, even a wooden golf club. That is where you were most comfortable, learning the tools, working with your hands, learning and enjoying, or maybe just tolerating, computer-aided design. Your enjoyment of hands-on work has led you to pursue a career doing that, trading wood for metal, which may also help with any future golf clubs. We wish you the very best as you begin a career as a welder working for Huntington Ingalls Industries in Newport News, the largest military shipbuilding company in the United States. I'd like to welcome Dr. Julie Hebert up.
Fatma Nevagore and Hatice Nisagurde came to us from Kanakkale, Turkey. Don't worry, I will talk about you individually, but it is hard to talk about one of you without talking about the other. You have incredible love and devotion to your family, which shapes much of what you do. Nisa and Neva, you were almost inseparable when you first started at Miller in January of 2022. I first got to know you when you started playing on the soccer team. We had many giggles trying to tell you apart, along with the occasional Neva and Nessa thrown in, for good measure. I was thrilled when you joined my advisory, and I've had a great time watching you come out of your shell, sharing your personalities, interests, and culture. Neva, you have shown us that you are quite the jokester with a great sense of humor. I adore your love of mystery novels and cats, pictures of cats, paintings of cats, and even cat pottery. You have a quick wit and aren't afraid to stand up for yourself or others. You support your teammates and classmates and maintain strong academics at the same time. Nisa, you bring such joy to our advisory. You shared with the school during your senior speech how your name means bright light of hope, and one can see it in your art and in your bearing. You truly care about those around you and take pride in yourself as well. Whether curling up with a book, playing soccer, or fiercely playing a video game, you give your all in all that you do. To you both, our advisory will not be the same without you. Please note that you will be sorely missed as you leave to attend James Madison University next year. I'd like to invite Mr. King Kashouti to the podium.
Ainsley Elizabeth Knighton. Ainsley came to us 3 years ago from Madison County, Virginia, and so it makes sense that she blamed it on her roots for showing up to the hill in her boots. Ainsley, I had the pleasure of knowing your family before your move to the Hill, and I'm so proud of how much you've grown. While you've always been determined, hardworking, a fearless libero, with a loud and infectious laugh that brightens any room, all tied up with just a little bit of sass, of course, you've also found and become more confident in your voice. You have taken on many leadership roles in the classroom at Brownsville Elementary, where you've nurtured and developed your love for education, a team captain on the volleyball court, and in advisory, holding our little family together. You've maintained true to yourself and are respected amongst your peers. Congratulations, Ainsley. While we will miss your smile dearly, James Madison University is so lucky to have you. Sally Home Maprai. Sally is a Miller lifer, arriving on the Hill her freshman year from Alexandria, Virginia, by way of Asmara, Eritrea. Sally, while our first interaction was virtual, it wasn't merely due to the global pandemic. As we learned in your senior speech, you have had to face challenges most people could never imagine, overcoming non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at such a young age. Your resilience, determination, and your positive attitude in the face of adversity is inspirational, and it has made you wise beyond your years. You are a loyal friend, and you embraced all aspects of the Miller School community, from your multi-sport athletic success to your leadership in the Black Student Union, to making the Hill a home to Wayland residents by being an RA that they can trust and rely upon, without fail. In our advisory, you can always be counted on for a huge smile in the morning or for a daily TikTok fit check. The Hill will not be the same without you, Sally, and we wish you all the best as you head off to Virginia Commonwealth University. Sam Yoder. Sam Yoder is a Miller lifer, joining the Miller community his freshman year from Charlottesville, Virginia. It has been an honor to watch you grow from a lively 8th grader who toured campus to a respectful, kind, and responsible graduate that you are today. You took advantage of everything the Hill had to offer, from living in Old Main for 3 years, where you were a role model and mentor for younger students, to becoming a student ambassador. We have witnessed your success down at Farina Field and watched you cultivate a strong group of friends to whom you are always loyal. You constantly strive to lift others up. You give great advice to your friends and fellow advisees and always warmly greet me and ask me how I'm doing. You are one of the most genuine students I've ever known, and the Hill is lucky to have had you, Sam. I wish you nothing but the best as you continue your journey next year. Please help me welcome Jay Kaufman to the stage.
Good morning. Jason Everton Clark, Jr. Jason Clark of Silver Spring, Maryland, walked into my classroom bristling with good cheer, flashing his killer smile, and with an attitude that said, "Nothing's keeping me from my goal." "Hey, Mr. Kaufman, I just handed in some work," he would say, as if he was doing me a favor, for which he was expected a prize. And the funny thing is, I would respond with, "Thank you, Jason," because let's face it, no one can resist an offer when it's delivered with enthusiasm and charm. Jason, who can forget your prodigious talents as point guard with your lightning passes and fierce layups? I remember the way you cut through Blue Ridge's defense, sleek as an Arctic seal, cradling the ball in one hand, then unleashing it as we all waited for the inevitable swish. We'll miss you, Jason, and we wish you every success at Appalachian State University in the fall. Jackson Pender Lewis Ingram. Who amongst you will experience the electric thrill of making a double play? Well, Jackson Ingram has, and on more than one occasion. Jackson, you joined us from Stanton, Virginia in your junior year and immediately distinguished yourself as an athlete and a scholar. With a quiet confidence, an easy smile, and a clear sense of purpose, you met every challenge like a true stoic, never wavering from your objective. I still marvel at how you went from the shy newbie to becoming the self-assured captain of the baseball team and forging unbreakable bond with your teammates. I remember seeing you stride onto the field recently like some teenage god of shortstops, owning that real estate between second and third. And it dawned on me that you had done it, attained your D1 goal with a scholarship, no less. Congratulations, Jackson, and best of luck at West Virginia University. Alan Loya. Never underestimate the quiet souls of the world. They may be soft-spoken and unassuming, but nothing escapes them. And this is the case with Alan Loya of Waynesboro, Virginia. Alan, you came to us 4 years ago, and from the moment you arrived, I was impressed by your humility, kindness, and calm disposition. While your fellow students were stressing out over grades and relationships and college plans, reeling in choppy waters, you, in contrast, were like a steady ship, your compass unchanged, always pointing forward. An old soul, you possess that rare talent for listening and observing. I will miss our discussions on action films in film study class. And yes, I'll concede action movies can be great films as well. I'm excited to see what the future holds for you, Alan, as you take your next step at Blue Ridge Community College this fall. Brady Robert Youngblood. Brady Youngblood from Great Falls, Virginia, appeared on campus his freshman year with a sly smile, a measure of mischief, and the ability to make light of the world. But like one of Shakespeare's jesters, Brady could also reveal unfiltered truth. Whether you were talking about the Arizona desert, the rapper fashion of Little B, or swimming in the Turks and Caicos, Brady, you never failed to entertain. And while this could extend into the classroom, you could also be counted on to put in the necessary work, and even on a Monday morning, bring your classmates to life. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that you live just a stone's throw from where I grew up, for I see in you a fellow traveler, and I look forward to hearing all about your future endeavors as a student at the University of Arizona and beyond. And now I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Tom Kotel.
Reese Hagee. Reese Hagee has called Charlottesville his home his entire life and has spent the previous 2 years with us on the Hill. Reese, you are a special kind of person who has taught me a lot throughout these 2 years. You work hard each day to find ways to use both challenges and opportunities to your own advantage. You are not satisfied with just knowing, but rather strive to understand. Your growth throughout your time at Miller has been such a joy to watch. You had the goal of playing college basketball and have worked tirelessly to turn yourself into a Division I athlete. Reese, I've watched you face challenges and I've watched you thrive. And the most impressive thing to me is that you are the same person regardless of the situation. Reese, best wishes as you continue your academic and athletic career while serving your country at the United States Air Force Academy. Please help me welcome John McDonald to the stage.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Gabriel. Finn Harrison from Stanton, Virginia. Finn Harrison, PDGA number 149705. You are walking off the 18th green of high school and stepping onto the course of life. Its fairways can be fraught with tight lines and menacing out of bounds. But you are prepared. You have done the work. You have put in the time. You are ready. Finn, you know that not every drive and every putt will be perfect. You have hit first available before. But you took the risk and you learned from your mistake. Now you need to step up with confidence and hit the line. Make that putt. So as you prepare to launch into the next chapter of your life at James Madison University, may your aim be true, your spirit resilient, and your journey filled with birdies of success. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, and I hope to see you on the course soon. Finn, I'm available in about 1 hour for the course. I'd like to invite Gina Mancuso to the stage.
Hello. Hanan Fadel. Hanan Fadel of Charlottesville, Virginia, arrived at Miller for 11th grade. I've only known you for a short time in the grand scheme of things, but it has been a pleasure watching you grow and mature into a capable young woman over the past 2 years. You've made some good friends, enjoyed the social events Miller has offered, and even showed off your talents in ceramics. I am so proud of your accomplishments in polo. You have shown pure grit and determination through your countless hours of practice, being a working student this past summer, and by the opportunities you've created for yourself this past winter in Wellington and now California. You have truly made your passion a reality. As you start the next chapter, I am excited to see where your path takes you and wish you only the best of luck on and off the polo pitch. Isabel Volden. Isabel of Charlottesville, Virginia, arrived at Miller her junior year. At first, you were very reserved and would only respond to questions with as few words as possible. However, once I found out that you watched football with your family on the weekends, we finally found a common ground on which to build a relationship. Over the past 2 years, you have kept me on my toes with your quick wit and your great sense of humor. I've loved hearing about your adventures with your family, as you always come back with an interesting story. Academically, you've excelled at Miller, and I cannot wait to see where your path takes you. For you, I truly believe your options will be limitless. I wish you the best of luck at the College of William and Mary, and please never stop being you. Jordan Lohr. Jordan Lohr of Charlottesville, Virginia, arrived at Miller as well her junior year. When I first met you, you were also a bit reserved and quiet. Quickly, you made a friend group, tried new things, and were even able to test Barbie's skydiving abilities in class. You are a very special person. You have a gift. You have an amazing ability to light up any room you walk into with your presence. You're genuine, kind, and forgiving. Never stop believing in yourself and never stop seeing the good in the world. Life has its ups and downs, but remember, you are awesome. I am so proud of you and what you have accomplished during your time on the Hill. Best of luck at Piedmont Virginia Community College and beyond. Congratulations, you did it. I'd like to welcome Ralph Malis.
Glenn Parsons. or as I know you, Jay, from just down the road in Greenwood. Jay, you're a 5-year lifer. You have grown a lot while here. We almost see eye to eye. Almost seeing eye to eye also describes a number of our talks. I appreciate your direct approach in these talks, even when your word choice is colorful. You're a happy-go-lucky kind of person. You love to laugh, and you're charming when you want to be. But, as you shared in your senior speech, you have another side. Your speech clearly shows how deeply you appreciate the support you have from family and friends. In return, you are loyal to those close to you, and your love for those near you is easy to see. Jay, as you move on, I encourage you to follow your interests. When you're fully engaged, you do quality work. Good luck next year at PVCC. Jimmy Zhu. Jimmy Zhu from Shanghai, China, has been at Miller for 3 years. Jimmy, you make people smile. Your positive energy is infectious, and in the past has been recognized by your coaches. You are driven, determined, and ambitious. You have excelled in the classroom. You've performed on stage. You've competed in athletics and even found your own competitions in other fields to compete in. You know you're fortunate. You recognize differences between people, and you appreciate these differences for the opportunities they bring. You've been a leader in the dorm, and you support those around you. You are my go-to peer tutor, and you've helped a lot of students find success. Jimmy, as you move on to the University of California in San Diego, I know you're going to do all of those things again. We wish you well. Please welcome my neighbor, John Morelos.
Cohen Cobb Kleindens. Cohen Cobb Kleindens, hailing from Mount Sidney, Virginia, is a 4-year lifer on the Hill. Cohen, you etched an enduring mark as a calculated risk-taker, a soul of introspection, and a keen observer. Your journey at Miller began on Zoom, yet amid the pandemic's trials, you flourished in character, stature, and the flow of your lusciously blonde hair. I have fond memories of you showing me the latest skateboard trick you learned over the weekend, talking about the latest Pokemon you caught while traveling, and the resilience you've shown after a hard fall in an intense soccer game. As you embark on life's chapter, Cohen, heed this counsel. Cultivate bonds with professors, mentors, and elders early, nurturing them over time. Let empathy be the cornerstone of fruitful connections, and let that guide your path. Cohen, we will miss you dearly. Rock on to the next chapter at Virginia Commonwealth University, big dog. Charles Alexander Hutton. Charles Alexander Hutton, hailing from Charlottesville, Virginia, stands as a 5-year lifer at the Miller School. Charlie, your high school journey embodies strength of will, character, and faith. From a scrawny and uncertain 9th grader to a steadfast and resolute young man, you've blossomed during your time at Miller. Our moments in the weight room, pushing boundaries, and fostering a culture of growth are cherished. Your compassionate heart, resonating with the meaning of your name, free man or man's defender, touches deeply. Remember, Charlie, your essence transcends mere appearance. Your value and beauty emanate from within you. Embrace your unique gifts, prioritize inner harmony over external judgment, and seek solace in supportive connections. You're not merely a warrior, Charlie. You're a beacon of authenticity and empathy. Keep shining, Big Chuck. David Hanscom Lawrence. David Hanscom Lawrence, hailing from Waynesboro, Virginia, epitomizes a competitor's spirit, intellect, high achievement, and a keen sense of fashion. David, your tenacity as an athlete is truly admirable, and I couldn't have asked for a more reliable defender leading my back line. While you may have initially needed a gentle push, you blossomed into a leader and a role model for younger athletes. Your curiosity and wonder have always been inspiring, and I hope that with your newfound confidence, you will continue to mature as a man of character. As you journey forward, remember to define success holistically, David. Embrace personal growth, meaningful relationships, and contributions to society. Reflect on your intrinsic values and pursue what truly brings you fulfillment. Remember, success transcends merely financial or academic achievements. It encompasses a life well lived. Keep striving for excellence in all facets of your life, David, as you head to Pace University. Evan Joseph Morrill Rinkovich. Evan Joseph Morrill Rinkovich, hailing from Charlottesville, Virginia, embodies a vibrant spirit and a gentle heart, enriching the Miller community with his playful nature and empathetic soul. As a four-year lifer, Evan has demonstrated unwavering dedication to nurturing relationships. In my student leadership class, Evan crafted a personal mission statement that resonates deeply, and I will recite it to you now. Stay confident but not cocky. Try your hardest. Remember the goal. Inspire yourself and others. Know your values, faith, family, and friendship. Be eager to learn. Savor the moment. The acronym STRIKES. Evan, these words are a testament to your maturity and commitment to excellence. And they need to be shared today with everyone. I will miss your freestyles, the lively would-you-rather discussions in the dining hall, and your role as our unofficial DJ in the weight room. Miller will undoubtedly feel a little less bright without your presence. Wishing you all the best in your future endeavors at Swanee, Evan. Maximus Angelo Rojas Stevens. Maximus Angelo Rojas Stevens hails from Charlottesville, Virginia, and is a four-year lifer. Max, your high energy, problem-solving skills, and entrepreneurial spirit have left a mark in our advisory. Your unwavering loyalty to friends and family, coupled with your daring attitude as a risk-taker, sets you apart. You have a passion for cars and racing, which you were able to parlay into an internship on the NASCAR circuit. Keep pursuing opportunities to combine your passions with your life's calling. I will miss our spontaneous advisory dance parties that you always initiate, witnessing your powerful and accurate goals on a soccer field, and jamming out on your electric guitar. Max, embrace all opportunities for growth. Your potential is limitless. Embrace the journey ahead with courage and conviction. I would now like to welcome Antoinette Nelson on the stage.
Shiyu Dong. Shiyu Dong of Jingzhou, China, is a four-year lifer who started Miller School most uniquely fashioned via Zoom, because he was still in China, and in the middle of the night, he also was wearing a tan bucket hat. Shiyu, you have a unique style that is all your own, which matches your personality. Put together, tailored, without the need for attention to validate you. Shiyu, you are smart, quiet, patient, worldly, and gentle soul with a megawatt smile. You strive to be the best version of yourself every day. Thank you for always doing what is asked without complaint. I will miss seeing you at the end of our lunch table, devouring food like it's your last meal. I wish you all the best as you move on with an early decision acceptance to Babson College. I'm sure you will impress them as you have impressed all of us on the Hill. Casey Francis Cloud. Casey Francis Cloud of Traverse City, Michigan, arrived mid-year, her 10th grade. Casey, although you were quiet at first, you quickly found your friend group. You are very talented and creative, and I enjoy seeing your masterpieces you design, sew, or crochet. I'm happy you have decided to rejoin us for your senior year and bring in your little brother Jack as well. I cannot wait to see your name on a clothing line, Cuteness by KC. I'll only take 15% of the proceeds for that. Casey, I have seen so much growth in you this year. I am so proud of you. As you leave us and head to your next big adventure, remember all the lessons you have learned in your time here on the Hill, and that life happens to us to teach us something about ourselves and others. I wish you all the best and much success at the Michigan State University. Lucy Piper Strandquist. Lucy Piper Strandquist of Stanton, Virginia, is a 4-year lifer. Lucy, Miller School was an adjustment for you when you first arrived, but you have found your place, made some good friends, and immersed yourself in almost every avenue that Miller had to offer. You have shown yourself to be a true leader in the SGA and GSA. You've worked hard and proven to be a go-getter, so much so that you were even nominated for the Emily Kirk Leadership Scholarship. You pour yourself into everything you do, from the classroom to the playing field, to the stage, on and off campus. You have developed into a goal-driven, strong, intelligent, independent young woman, and I have never been prouder of you. Lucy, stay true to yourself. Take any no's you get as a not right now, and enjoy the next chapter of your life on the beautiful campus of Vassar College. They won't know what hit them. Carrie C. Shang Chen Worrell of Charlottesville, Virginia, is a 4-year lifer who also arrived at Miller School during the pandemic. Carrie, from the first day to now, I have witnessed a tremendous amount of growth in you, but it wasn't until your senior speech when you referenced your mother's health scare that became clear to me why. You decided to look at life differently. You opened yourself up to others, and boy, oh boy, does that growth look good on you. I'm so proud of you for having the self-reflection and putting yourself out there. I'm proud of you. You've entertained our advisory group with your dry sense of humor. I will miss you and all your little tidbits of random factual information you educated our group on. On your way to your next journey in life, drive carefully, slow down, and be patient, but enjoy the ride. You get my gist. I'm glad you'll be just next door at the University of Virginia, which awaits your arrival. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Tom Palante to the stage.
Violet. Violet O'Reilly Kruma, a Miller lifer from Crozet, Virginia. Violet, you embody what it looks like to have the courage and confidence to celebrate your authentic self in your journey to self-discovery. You paved your one-of-a-kind path through theatrical roles, musical performances, to winning a state championship ring in basketball, hitting the muddy trails as an endurance athlete, and capped it off on the softball field with your eye-black mustache and sideburns. Everywhere you went, you brought vibrance, enthusiasm, and a resounding voice that positively impacted the people around you. In advisory, we got to know your integrity. You're receptive, empathetic, honest, creative, and principled. Violet, thank you for sharing the best of yourself with us every day. You made us all better. If I ever start a team or another one, a band or a stylistic social movement, you'd be my first pick. No doubt, James Madison is gaining a remarkable human being. Best of luck in your next adventure. I'd like to welcome Miss Rachel Prim.
I just want to point out there's a lot of JMU folks, so. Caitlin. Caitlin Easterling. Oh, sorry. Caitlin Iris Easterling of Stanton, Virginia. Miller became your home just 3 years ago. And I've had the pleasure of watching you grow into the person standing here today. The iris symbolizes faith, courage, and wisdom. This could not be more appropriate to describe you, Caitlin. You love fiercely, fight for your beliefs, and you know more about JFK than anyone I've ever met. You're an old soul in the best way, and your cursive would make even my grandmother proud. Caitlin, to say that I'm proud of you is an understatement. From starting your own nonprofit to seeing you perform Shakespeare, you've made your mark at Miller. You always know when to ask for help from others, a skill that is much harder than it sounds. I will miss your cheery, "Hi, Miss Prim," in the mornings, but I'm also so excited for what awaits you at William & Mary in the fall. Congratulations, Caitlin. Whew. I'd like to welcome Ms. Reyes to the stage.
Why do I always have the privilege of following the emotional ones? Okay. Edward Harrison. Mr. President, or as of yesterday, former Mr. President, but actually future Mr. President, I will vote for you. You are from Paolo Heights, Illinois, and came to us full of ideas and energy for making a difference in the fall of your sophomore year. Ed, you are charismatic and motivated. You are always involved in something, something fun, something worthwhile. My first impression of you was actually incredibly wrong, 100% incorrect. I thought you were quiet and shy. How could I have been so wrong? You have organized food drives, planned sophomore adventures with me and junior ones. You have implemented community service, and we even organized Secret Santa together. That was pretty fun. I think, yeah, especially for the poor kid who had to get me. You have been supportive of all of your teammates and all of your peers. You have served the school in multiple facets, such as the SGA and the Honor Board, yet you still had time to thrive in your academic and athletic endeavors. I have enjoyed watching you grow as a person and blow through all of life's obstacles. You are larger than life. Actually, you are also a lot taller than me, too. We wish you the best of luck as you decide between attending Tulane or Connecticut College to major in community science. Kira Miller. Kira, from nearby Afton, started at Miller and in my advisory during her sophomore year. Kira, I am pretty sure Ed roped you into our advisory. I am so grateful. I love that moment of how we met. Stoic and calm, you have demonstrated perseverance and patience. Recovering from setbacks of injuries that have broken my heart, yet you've been strong through them. You have grown in empathy and maturity over the last several years. Your one-word punchlines are great, too. They always keep me on my toes because I still can't tell if you're joking or not. The moment you step on a stage, I know I can expect to be blown away. Your portrayal of Elle Woods during the musical was truly a sight to behold. That blonde wig, you worked it. You don't usually ooze frilly or bright pink, but you prove that you can certainly pull it off. You sing like an angel, and you write your own music, too. Extraordinary, Kira. I will miss your performances during the shows and spring honors. Best wishes as you pursue your dreams of music at James Madison University School of Music. Please help me welcome Mike Scullin to the stage.
I don't really need the glasses. Just to see. Jason Guo is a 4-year lifer from Guangzhou, China. I've known you for 3 of those years after you joined my advisory in your sophomore year. I had the pleasure of teaching you AP Physics 1, and though you did well, I realize your true passion is photography and architecture. You are definitely an interesting mix of technology and art, Jason. And I've always enjoyed and will miss our lunchtime duty conversations. I've always enjoyed and will miss, our lunchtime and duty conversations. I've especially enjoyed our recent talks about college, expectations, and next steps. You're very talented, Jason, and will do well at whatever you set your mind to. I look forward to hearing more of your next chapter at Tulane University. As always, best of luck and stay in touch. Jordan Tessier. Jordan Tessier of Charlottesville, Virginia, has been here for 3 years. During that time, I have had the pleasure of seeing you grow into a mature, capable young man. When we first met, you were a little shy, definitely soft-spoken, but would engage with adults when spoken to. Now, you're still fairly soft-spoken, but have accomplished a lot since that time, are quite comfortable with adults, and are active in the Miller community. You're not afraid of a challenge. You were a successful endurance athlete, turned gym rat, and even took 3 of my courses, chemistry, physics, and AP Physics 1. For a while there, I had the pleasure of seeing you in 2 classes every day, plus lunch. I miss that. you have thoroughly embraced life at Miller, are ready for the next step. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and I wish you the very best as you choose between attending Virginia Tech and UVA in the fall. Please stay in touch. Alex Yu. Alex is a 4-year lifer from Ma'anshan, China. I've known you for 3 of those years, and you've been in my advisory for only 1. One of my first memories of you, by the way, is when you told me you decided to sit for the AP Physics exam without taking my class. Annoying, by the way. As you prepared, we'd chat occasionally about the finer points of physics and other things, mostly when I had duty. And you did manage to score a 4 on that exam, which exemplifies your incredible intelligence and drive. Most valuable to me over the years, however, were your occasional talks. In particular, I thoroughly enjoyed your driving stories, chronicling your various adventures, mostly humorous, and I've also come to appreciate your keen photographer's eye. You're very talented, Alex, in many ways, and I know you'll be successful at the University of Illinois, Urbana, in the fall. Please come back and visit from time to time. It's been a pleasure. Please welcome Thomas Spivey.
Michael Gallick. Michael Gallick is from Charlottesville and is a 4-year lifer, having been at Miller School for the entirety of his high school career. Michael, you are one of the most easygoing and affable students I have ever taught. You are able to get along with just about anyone, and you take things in your stride, rarely stressing out or complaining about anything. Yet beneath your relaxed affect, you possess an unshakable work ethic which allows you to maintain high grades in school even as you put in long hours with the endurance team and work at an outside job. Your combination of intelligence, gregariousness, and industry will serve you well in your career in business, which you will begin studying next fall at Roanoke College. We at Miller will miss your friendliness, your optimistic attitude, and the good cheer you bring to every situation. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, please don't be a stranger. I'd like to welcome Mike Drude back to the platform.
Let's give one more round of applause to all the graduates. It is now the time we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. The names of our graduating seniors will be read by their sponsors, Ms. Crosby and Mr. Kashouti. Welcome.
All right. You ready? Earning a humanities major, Ben Douglas Allen. Earning a humanities major, William Scott Burnett. Dominic Nathan Caffarillo. Earning an engineering minor and humanities minor, Violet O'Reilly Kruma. Nolan Dean Church. Jason Everton Clark, Jr. Cohen Cobb Kleindinst. Earning an engineering minor, Larissa Ann Cole. Earning an engineering major, Michael Eugene DeGennaro. Shiyu Dong. Earning a humanities major, Caitlin Iris Easterling. Hanan Amelia Fadil. Michael Wilson Gallick. Jason Guo. Fatma Neva Gure. Hatije Nisa Gure. Reese Nathan Hagee. Earning an engineering major and a humanities major, Edward Stewart Harrison, Jr. Earning an engineering major, Finley Hathaway Harrison. Jessa Lene Hoover. Charles Alexander Hutton. Jackson Pender Lewis Ingram. Benjamin Alexander Isserman. Earning an engineering minor, Ryan Everett Jones. Jules Sasha Hoy Kaufman. Kathleen Ann Kelly. Earning an engineering minor, Casey Francis Clow.
Ainsley Elizabeth Knighton. Violet Shenandoah Knott. Earning a humanities major, Erica Lane Leah. Earning an engineering major, Lee Dongjue. Jordan Kinsey Lore. David Hanscom Lawrence. Alan Jacinto Loya Valles. Selihom Temezgen Mahrai. Samuel Reagan Malnight. Earning a humanities major, Kira Lene Miller. Earning an engineering major, Glenn J. Parsons III. Earning an engineering major, Ashford Bryant Reyes. Earning an humanities major, Evan Joseph Morrill Renkovich. Maximus Angelo Rojas Stevens. Rayut Shahar. Earning a humanities major and engineering minor, Lucy Piper Strandquist. Jordan Ezra Tessier. Isabel Cecilia Volden. Clover Ruby Grace Weisgerber. Charlotte J. Whipke. Earning an engineering major and a humanities major, Carrie Sichung Chen Worrell. Zhu Jingyi. Shu Minghao. Samuel Jacob Yoder. Brady Robert Youngblood. Earning an engineering major and a humanities major, Zhou Jinwan. We're just waiting for them to get their photos taken so we can all kind of relax for a second. Okay, Mr. Drood, Mr. Mangum, honored guests, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Miller School of Albemarle class of 2024. Graduates, if you would rise and if everyone else would remain standing as I introduce Mr. Chilella to lead us in the Miller School song.
That concludes our 146th commencement ceremonies. On behalf of the trustees, the faculty and staff, the administration, congratulations to our graduates, and thank you for making this year so special. Have a great summer, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Okay, you guys go first and start the line. Did we go first? Yeah, go.